Hold on, y'all. Let me get this right. Sorry, y'all. I thought it was already gonna be on there. Here it goes. Where is it? What the hell? Oh, it's this. Sorry. Basically, I'm just gonna be like terraforming and junk. I'm about to be like laying down in bed and just trying to terraform my island. And if I have any like interesting things that I want to say or I feel, I'll jump back up and we can talk about it. What's happening? Supposed to explain. What? Dang, what is going on with Ceros? Yikes. French fries. French fries look great and all. No. French fries, dude. French fries. This isn't a French fry morning, though. It's a Danish morning. You know what I mean? Alright, I'm gonna go do that now. I might be terraforming. Like, you know what? Yeah, just enjoy, alright? To be honest, I really don't have to speak. It's tomodachi life.
Pure food. Crunchy on a fur burning. Ship cap. Zappa. Have you heard the rumors about you going around? Everyone's talking about your drinking wine skills. Oh, stop. There are way more rumors about your drinking wine skills going around. It's all I ever hear anyone talking about. That can't be right. There are so many rumors about your drinking wine skills. People used talking about it as a greeting. Well, maybe we run with different crowds. Because I've consumed countless magazines and podcasts dedicated to analyzing your drinking wine skills. Well, we must consume different media. There are streamers who talk about your drinking wine skills around the clock, and I watch. Yep. That's the final word. We've got to talk about something else. Hafta, Stamby, Fantasilla. Me. Have a crackle. Oh, blue. CD Commodram, Abril, Flimper, Schmimper, Saladala Clabba, Zamslum. Yeah, grab and snap algo. Get it kept rollin'. Ooh, Tindalonda. Yes, Saroni. Grab leaf net. Jamflody. Jabble.
Could you take a photo for me? I'm thinking something stylish. I'll leave it to you to pick a spot that fits the vibe. Then let's find a spot for the photo shoot. Um, Bay, Hiya. Yum. Thank you. Um, hey. I've been wondering what it would be like if Git and I got to know each other better. Do you think Git and I would make a good team? I couldn't agree more.
This one goes out to you, Bay. I hope you dig it.
This one's called Bay's Song.
Foo, 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 foo,
Foo, foo, foo,
foo.
foo, foo, foo. It kept rolling. Me, Savage Raffle.
What's crackin', bae? I know it's late, but I'm hungry anyway. Yum! It's like I cuddle with the food show you gave me when I need help getting to sleep, bae.
Oof. Good evening, Aaliyah.
Tin. Heyo. So first, live up tuna with Jack Sumbo, Barn Slam.
Hey, guess you're a bit of a night owl. I really want to stand out. Could you bring me a treasure that'll make everyone else jealous? Yum. Thank you. I really wanted this. I really want. Yeah, this is different. Thank you. Ta-da! Is this some kind of bit? Gravity wins again. I've never met anyone so brave.
Finally, someone who understands. You're the best. I'm so glad you're alright. Now I'm closer with Ralsei. Thank you. Me. Avagrackle. Jorpy. Yeah. Jamflity. Grapply's Nest. Quastelati. Ooh. Tindalonga. Saladala Clava. Samslum. Flimper. Schmimper. Spanchaphila. Me. Avagrackle. Oh. Blue. A. Crumlock. Lymphanora 2. Well. Florondinath. Dorantifol. Yeah. Raven Snap Algo. CD Commodram. Avril. Ringle Chaxton. Frontiana Burburning. Silentha. Right. Yesteroni. Chamflity. Kinikep Rollin. Shipcap. Saba. Dorothy. Yeah. Hafta. Dangus. Man, what Narble Plummy Durgo break? Sotina. Spackle Haffenbuber Not Pixie. Swan Grandis Sim Kimball Gross. Don Golava the Alexander Hamilton Play Prep Duetto. Don Golava playing Monster Hunter Prep Duetto. Flower Grandis Sim Kimball Gross. Malvavin Dingle Ringle. Yeah. Salmon Grab a Backnet. Caramel Lover Grandis Sim Kimball Gross. Sally Sketch. Wonky Scooter D. Real Hingle Maximal. Nah, Simiana Jibby. Carrot, what Narble Plummy Durgo break? Carrot, what Narble Plummy Durgo break? So posh. Spackle Haffenbuber Not Pixie. Rabba Adventure Gear. Swanee Non Lucy. Don Go Lava Dancing Prep Duetto. Sally You So Fine. Wonky Scooter D. Sally You So Fine. Wonky Scooter D. Sally Bad Dragonfloy. Wonky Scooter D. Slimma Fruana Steam Sam. Yaw. Sasm Bagel Frangie. Don Go Lava Dating Prep Duetto. Well, Transfran is a Chambo. Blackie. Carrot, what Narble Plummy Durgo break? Rabba the Thing. Swanee Non Lucy. Rabba Tree. Swanee Non Lucy. Single Jab at the Ramo. Blind Brandis Sim Kimball Grows. Butterfly, what Narble Plummy Durgo break? Blind Brandis Sim Kimball Grows. Yeah, but Flanagan over Stratton Viola that logo class. Oh Trappy Rindo Boss. Yours Kibble Doodam. Don Go Lava House Hunting Prep Duetto. So Cal. Spackle Haffenbuber Not Pixie. So best. Spackle Haffenbuber Not Pixie. Rabba Tree. Swanee Non Lucy. So this Blind Society. Spackle Haffenbuber Not Pixie. Sifu. Boomble. Tiki Lala Blambo. So Tina. Spackle Haffenbuber Not Pixie. Flower Gramerson Kimball Grows. Don Go Lava Dating Prep Duetto. Cat. What Narble Plummy Durgo break? Blind Gramerson Kimball Grows. Malvavin Dingle Ringle. Yeah. Salmon Grab a Backnet. Rabba Love. Swanee Non Lucy. Single Jab at ya. Ramo. Don Go Lava playing Monster Hunter Prep Duetto. Grapply's Nest. Lymphanora 2. Flimper, Schmimper, Ringle Chaxton. Saladala Clava. Samslum. Dorantifol. Spanchaphila. Well, A. Crumlock. Frontiana Burburning. Kinikep Rollin. Well, Jamflity. Oh. Blue. Flimper, Schmimper. Lymphanora 2. Me. Avagrackle. Ooh, Tindalonga. Jorpy. Yeah. A. Crumlock. Yesteroni. DD Commodram. Avril. Dorantifol. Shipcap. Saba. Quastelati. Spanchaphila. Saladala Clava. Samslum. Silentha. Right. Ringle Chaxton. Frontier. Grapply's Nest.
I feel like shouting,
Raven Snap
I love
Elbow.
you.
Hafta. Jabble. Yesteroni. Spanchaphila. Oh. Blue. Lymphanora 2.
Kapita.
So, you even jargle with a Grenby? Oh, he trackled the Shamal Ribbon. Jim.
Yappy.
Well anyway, Shun see Bladen. Belinda me. How about trading a fleein'? You tell me drank Rubil and Twoo. So I said, Captain Low Hardly Snowbrin, Shamble, the tank and Desm Albrin, Philipted in Floppy Tooth. But then again, Kanchori Toblunga. Oh blah. Finitoto blah. Sure, live and gratch the Molento. Make the Sargo Bo Choppa. Gran in the Flappin. Then see Tancha. Want to pour the Pondart, but you extra farm out the Slimmers. My La Pondi says it tomorrow. Grongle. I'm a fuffle. Tornado Zahanji plus than yesterday. Sure, live and gratch the Molento. Roll safe a Sargo Bo Choppa. Gran in the Flappin. And that's the Twindoodle at Steppel Pack. Frenchie. So first, get a tuna with Jack Jumbo. Barn Slam. Oh blast. Finitoto blast. The tank and Desm Albrin. Philipted in Floppy Tooth. But then again, Kanchori Toblunga. The Tolalia, told Janet Topfris in a channel. So, you even jargle with a Granby? Well anyway, Shun see Bladen, Belinda me. How about trading a fleein'? Then see Tancha. Want to pour the Pondart, but you extra farm out of the Slimmets. In the shinny Clarny the Spatzin tomorrow. See so. Oh, he trackled the Channel Ribbon. Jim. Kelly drank Bluebill and Twos. So I said, Captain Low Hardly Snowbrin, Sambo. Sure, live and gratch the Molento. Think the Sargo Go Choppa. Gran in the Flappin. The tank and Desm Albrin, Philipted in Floppy Tooth. But then again, Kanchori Toblunga. Kelly drank Bluebill and Twos. So I said, Captain Low Hardly Snowbrin, Sambo. In the shinny Clarny the Spatzin tomorrow. See so. Then see Tancha. Want to pour the Pondart, but you extra farm out of the Slimmets. The Tolgunk, told Janet Topfris in a shamble. And that's the Twindoodle had Steppel Pack. Frenchie. So, you'll even jargle with a Grenby? Well anyway, Shun see Bladen, Belinda me. Oh blast. Finitoto blast. So first, split a tuna with Jack Jumbo. Barn Slam. How about trading a fleein'? Butterfly, what narble plummy Durgo bring? Single jab at the Gramo. So the Slime Society. Spackle Happen Boober Mock Pixie. Dongo Lava Pure Stupidity Crep Duetto. Oh Trappy Rindo Boss. You're a Shivel Doondam. Well, Tran is a Chambo. Blackie. Rabbitry. Swanee Namuzi. Sally my stuff. Actually it's my stuff. Wonky Fluter D. Sally I really love your vibe. Wonky Fluter D. Dongo Lava Gaming Crep Duetto. Flower Grandma Sim Kimball Bros. Rabble Love. Swanee Namuzi. Sally Cochito Ergo Sum. Wonky Fluter D. Dongo Lava Drawing and Animated TV Shows Crep Duetto. Lima Frulana Team Fam. Yaw. Sazam Bagel Frangie. Woman, what narble plummy Durgo break? So cow. Spackle Happen Boober Mock Pixie. So death. Spackle Happen Boober Mock Pixie. Sifu. Boodle. Tiki Lala Blambo. Sally Subdued. Wonky Fluter D. Cherry Flat Cake. What narble plummy Durgo break? Rata the Thing. Swanee Namuzi. Woman, what narble plummy Durgo break? Dongo Lava Art Crep Duetto. Sally Subdued. Wonky Fluter D. Lima Frulana Team Fam. Yaw. Zazam Bagel Frangie. Caramel Lover Grandma Sim Kimball Grows. Flower Grandma Sim Kimball Grows. So Bay. Spackle Happen Boober Mock Pixie. 5 cents toy. What narble plummy Durgo break? Butterfly. What narble plummy Durgo break? Slime Grandma Sim Kimball Grows. Well, Tran is a Chambo. Blackie. Rabbi Venture here. Swanee Namuzi. Dongo Lava playing guitar Crep Duetto. Slime Grandma Sim Kimball Grows. Dongo Lava Slime Baby Crep Duetto. Doingo lava pegging fresh duetto. Sally Cochito ergo sum. Wonky Scooter D. Rabbit a thing. Swanny Namuzi. Melbat and Dingle Lingle. Yeah. Jam and grab a backpack. Yeah, but slam a jam over Crab and Viola that logo clap. Single jab at the Gramo. Gravel love. Swanny Namuzi. So they. Battle happens over Mod Pixie. Sally sketch. Wonky Scooter D. I wonder if I'll become friends with Val. I feel like I haven't talked to anyone today. A flower. Oh, a flower. Are those footprints? How mysterious.
Bro, I forgot I was live, bro. See, that's why you shouldn't do that. Let me actually like sit down and actually be live, bro, cuz like it's dangerous. Forgot I was live, y'all. Yo, I got a weird dasher, bro. Let me talk to you. Bro, I hate like certain like DoorDashers, dude.
What was I looking for again?
Don't you just hate when like you're trying your hardest to just have this person just bring you, just do a simple task, and it'll be like one of those people, it'll be like someone new, and it's like, that's the thing, if I went to go do this, it will be done like pretty quick.
Oh, please help. Please.
Like, let's say I went right now and I walked all the way, I walked 2 miles.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and
Just
trust you.
fuck. That's how I feel about this. Fuck. Like
You're a real lifesaver.
the
Yeah.
damn meme. Like, what is wrong with this? She said, look, man. We'll almost close out the stream. Guys, she said, I don't know, dude. It just, I couldn't find what you said you wanted.
Um,
I'm like,
I
what?
feel like I could use a style update.
No,
you
you
know, something new to wear.
You just got that. What the hell? I'm not letting you become a boy motor. It's not happening. That's a joke, by the way. I was just being silly when I said that. Somebody's gonna take that so literal, what I just said. That was a joke. That was a joke. I learned that on Twitter. I learned what that was through Twitter. I learned through Twitter what that was. So shut up, guys. No. Blob, dude. It's a bad time for trans people. AI, conversion therapy, and fascism. What? I got fired for reporting my boss. Damn, what? Even the DEI supremacists have fatigued the whites now? What the hell are these titles on my feed, bro?
An exploratory therapy camp.
I'm out in Phoenix, sucking to my binky on aboard that fetus. You ain't ready to be a mom.
This shit is so raw. So
They showed me an
I don't get it. I don't get it. Here, I'm gonna say something. That guy said small content creators have found a new low. The LARP tubers and stuff. We really have small like YouTubers being like LARPers and stuff. They're like Septicai or whatever. I'm not even gonna front. I genuinely do believe that Mapco did have exactly what I needed or wanted. Sorry, let me drop that. I believe it did have it. This person just didn't know how to find it or something. Like the competence of some of these people on like DoorDash, it just
I'll check it
ooh,
out
it throws
later.
me. Cause it's like oh, that's not okay. Techno LARP is uncanny. Let me go to the channel. I'm not even gonna watch the video. Let's just go to the channel. Techno LARP. I think this is really just
today
not...
we're playing Minecraft LARP Days Hunger Games with Daily LARP of Internet. He happens to be one of the best speedrunners in the world undercover. And today we're gonna dominate the tournament. Let's go. We both know how to speedrun loot. You so more better than me, like a lot. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna speedrun like loot the mid chest before anyone else can. And get all the loot.
Yeah, I was also a really good 1.8 PvPer, and I'm like pretty good at late.
That's weird. Who can I LARP? Let me see, LARPy... Extension? Does that exist yet? No. People said Dante defends his friend Decory Kenshin. They're not even friends. They're like, I mean, they know each other. They're not like friends though, like friends. Stop it. Oh, honestly, I would say that he's more friends. Man. Honest to God. Ooh, bro, I can't stand when DoorDashers talk to me, bro. Because it's like, I swear to God, this person better not. Ooh, don't knock on my goddamn door, dude. I didn't ask for you to do that. I didn't ask for you to do that. I didn't ask for you to do that. And I know I'm just joking, I'm being silly and stuff, but like, do not knock on my door. It's already weird enough you called my phone. You called me. That's just so strange that you would do that. I don't even want to look at the app anymore. Y'all know what I mean? Please just put it on the porch and just disappear, just please. I'm actually gonna. Why you do that for? Are you okay?
I think Cat and Block would be best friends.
Why are you trying to play matchmaker if you don't cut that BS out? Oh, you're acting like Gangle. Y'all remember when the voice actor in that one racist clip that they did, that they had the Gangle voice actress kept saying, "Thank you for the blondes." That pissed me off so bad. I think that made me more like angry than like the stuff they were saying that was racist. That's a joke. Alright, well. Allow me to go out there and see what I've gotten because, yeah. Yeah. Let me go. There's snails. What is that? Dude. Yeah, okay. That person, though. Bless that person's heart, bro. I'll tell you that. That person was so like so fucking like, nervous, bro. Like, golly, they fucked up my entire order too, bro. Like, got me eating the wrong thing right now, y'all. I'm not mad. It's just so fucking awkward. Euphoria sucked.
Sam Levinson is incredibly short-sighted. The first season of Euphoria, as we see it now, was lightning in a bottle. A really good, sometimes over-dramatic story about teenagers being smart enough to make their own decisions in the world, but not in touch with their own souls to understand what's wrong with them. It had every reason to succeed. A fantastic cast, clear-cut storylines, creative cinematography, an interesting color palette, and a mesmerizing soundtrack. It was all iconic. Then season 2 was released, and it steered away from the first season in terms of innocence. It had more shock value, more sexual suggestions, with raw and brutal performances. Regardless of the controversy of the second season from audience reactions, it still felt like it belonged in the same vein as Euphoria Season 1. Now, Season 3 has just come out, fully embracing a soft reboot onto the show, but also performing as the potential finale of the show, shifting its focus on these teenagers' place in the world into a Quentin Tarantino-inspired Western homage, where the main plot centers around two rival gangs, strippers, loan sharks, Cassie's attempt at becoming an OnlyFans household name, with Maddie as her pimp.
I'm your fucking boss,
Jules as a sugar baby, and Rue managing strippers while also working for the DEA. I would like to say I wasn't seeing this coming, but I've never lowered my guard with Sam Levinson because I must never forget this is the same guy who made Assassination Nation, and he's shown his true colors once again. Season 3 of Euphoria has grown into a needless and boring story that left me and my girlfriend feeling like we wasted an hour of our life every Sunday, and the only time we talk about this show is to acknowledge that there's not much to talk about. I swear, if season 2 ended and then we got a sneak peek as to what season 3 would have been like, most of the audience would vote to end the show on season 2. But Levinson felt like the story just had to continue.
Please give a warm welcome to...
I feel like I almost made this video to right a wrong with my channel, specifically the brief conversation about Cassie in my Euphoria Season 2 video. I mentioned how Cassie's constant sexualization was a perfectly explainable build-up from her upbringing, rather than an excuse to put Sydney Sweeney in softcore porno scenarios. This really good concept of tragic beauty, this woman that could have lived a life of ambition, expressionism, and artistry, but has been held back by her eye of the beholder level beauty, to be later on sucked down into the chains of being a trophy wife. One thing Bumpkins is a little stupid for a show like this. There's always been little moments about God in this show, but this time around, it's in your face a part of the show's theme. I started to actually like the shtick when it was later expressed that Rue's path to finding God is all of a desperate fantasy to get out of her enslavement to the drug and sex trafficking trade. She feels like she's done so much wrong that the only way to find forgiveness is through Christianity because it invites redemption no matter what you've done, which is a huge compliment I'll give to Sam Levinson.
Alright, I'll say my piece on Euphoria. Weird, stupid, and really weird. And because it was an A24 like production, that last final season, very, very weird. That's all I can say.
Thanks a ton. Be sure to stop by again this afternoon.
It was just really weird. I didn't like it.
Welcome in. Delicious ahomaki. Thanks a ton. Be
I'll talk about every character. Okay, Cassie. It was kind of stupid. Also very sad. I don't know what else to even say, you know, it's just like, what the hell was that? Same thing with Rue. Like this, none of this is realistic. A person that looks like Zendaya in general would just never be like this. This is just unrealistic. The same goes for somebody like Cassie. Like, dude, Cassie, like, really? Cassie didn't get hired as, like, to be on television? It's so stupid because look at her. She's literally her character in the series and she's on television. So what are we talking about? So dumb. It's just so dumb. Alamo, probably the only character that I could be like, yeah, that one's kind of a little bit realistic. That one comes from something real and true. Nate just pretty much just dies. Like, what? Like, I don't know what they were thinking with that. I understand, like, it's so evil too. People were like, wow, Nate Jacobs and Jack's death in like the same month that we're eating good or something crazy. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. I'll say this. Jax was a lost cause and so was Nate. They both choked women at one point. Literally. Pomni, even when Pomni was trying to go and save Jax, like after the fact, Jax literally like...
You're looking chipper, bae. It's Like, I think a change of pace might be nice.
Like, look, man.
What do you...
No, girl. Why would you even ask me that? Like, she's talking about leaving. What the hell was that about?
Splatoon. Splatoon.
Splatoon. Yeah, Nate, let me listen to that part.
Nate Jacobs is a victim of Jacob Elordi's scheduling, plain and simple. But it's so frustrating to see this golden character be given the respectful exit in the show. Ultimately, I have to respect the behind-the-scenes decisions. If these stars want to exit this weird-ass show, then be my guest. But it doesn't mean any of my criticisms are gonna go away. With the episodes Nate made full appearances in with the first half of the season, he became completely different. The Nate from the first and second season wasn't a social person.
He was a serial killer who bragged about killing people.
The way he spoke to people wasn't monotone and bleak, but it was under the guise of condescending and patronizing. He looked down on a lot of people and was a completely self-aware person who used it to his advantage. He was scary smart and was seen as a real threat. Then Sam made Nate into this smiley, conman, pathetic Saul Goodman type, which is one hell of a whiplash considering those are two polar opposite personality types. And I can't express enough how literally I mean that. Nate was incredibly blunt and direct to people with little consideration to how they felt. He was a bully through and through. There was a moment in season 3 where I thought maybe Levinson was going to set up some sort of sleeping giant inside of Nate that was going to be brought out, but he instead focused on Nate Jacobs' torture porn for the rest of the season. Beyond his villain role, the dynamic between his father and himself was one of the most interesting and complex relationships in the show. Nate's dad was a closeted pansexual his entire life, and in season 2, Cal had a big act of defiance, finally unleashing to the world who
He did.
his connection to Jules. So he forces himself to be the exact opposite, which obviously leads to nowhere because he died from a fucking rattlesnake. But man, an arc with Nate struggling to become a construction tycoon because of his father once again ruining his life, but Nate trying to refuse his father's infamy through doing whatever it takes to keep the ship afloat, even allowing Cassie to run off and become the OnlyFans star she craves. It would have been interesting. It still could have led to him dying. The tension with the loan shark would have been a better build-up as well. The choice of having Nate's business falling apart in the very first episode left us wondering who the hell is this guy and why would Nate even do business with him besides the generic answer of he needed money. Now, with Nate's death, Sam got it from the first episode and said the way Nate went out in the show was designed for audience discourse, to talk about whether or not Nate actually deserved the over-the-top fate in this show, which I think is a completely misguided way to look at it. What Sam is saying here is you all hated Nate a lot, so here's a whole season of him being a pathetic, blubbering mess to fuel our Nate hate catharsis, even though we already got it from the first episode in season 2. But I'll have him die in such a horrible way to make you debate on Twitter discussing if he was ever really that terrible. Nate dying 6 feet underground to rattlesnake poison isn't symbolic to his character, isn't interesting for his character, and wasn't the way for his story to end. I know at the time of writing this video, Euphoria is officially over, and I can't help but feel it's because of Rue and Nate's deaths to speed up the process. I'm always Jacob Elordi's decision to leave the show, but to trade a satisfying conclusion for audience discussion is destined for Nate's relevance
For you.
of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, baby. One thing I feel like I need to bring up for my Schmeckledeck girlies is, where is the cuntiness? Where's the pussy poppin', eyes watering, sister I'm pickled baddie?
What the fuck? It's just not that show anymore, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, even Digital Circus, like, that was weird. Every episode was goofy, fun, silly until like the final 3. Those last 3 episodes fucking sucked. They were not good. And you could try to say like, oh, well, like, come on, man. Like, you can't end off something perfect every time. No. First Euphoria season was perfect. I can't think of another show or series, but like first regular show season, I don't know, regular show, that's different. Sometimes the first season is just awesome. Sometimes things like Attack on Titan, everything, the concept, all of it is just so good that you're like, wow. You know, you're like, wow. And you sit back and you're just like, I can't be mad. You know? Can't be mad, man. That's how I want to see it, at least.
Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot.
Dude, I don't know what to say. I hated those last 3 episodes. And I want to like make confirmation. The Amazing Digital Circus last 3 episodes were horrible and they were not good. They were actually awful and they were terrible.
Balls to realize what.
Same thing with the Euphoria's final season, and the same thing. I feel the same exact way about The Boys. Like in general, I did not feel very great about The Boys anymore after like that. Like, wasn't that like the 5th or like 4th season or something? I don't even know anymore. Only show I'm looking forward to seeing again is like Invincible, and really the animation is kind of iffy with that. And so it's like, dude, out of most things right now, I'm just not looking forward to most of them. Sad as it might sound, I'm not looking forward to most things. Like most shows, I'm just kind of like, nah. I talked about that like in VR chat like a little bit ago, and somebody was like, dude, you're gonna love Jujutsu Kaisen, dude. You gotta get into Jujutsu Kaisen instead. It's better than all of that crap that you're talking about. And I'm like, probably will. Probably will. Just don't have the time right now.
I'm Dexter Popish. Pleased to meet you.
Hello there, Dexter
I don't
Popish.
know.
I'm known as Liz.
There was this weird anime. You're gonna hate my Euphoria season 3 takes. I also think that there was a lot of race war stuff going on in like Euphoria season 3 that just was really dumb to me. Because it's like Zendaya being like, I'm white! Look guys, now I'm black! Look guys, I'm white! Guys, look, I'm black again! Like, girl, what? What are we doing? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to say about it. It's just like something about it sounds like really like, I don't know, man. Seeing Zendaya around people who are black feels like when Kendrick called out like Drake for being like performatively black. It feels like that to me. Like that's literally, I'm not even trying to be funny either. That's literally the same vibe it gives me. So whenever she's doing that, I get like this kind of feeling of like, ew, you're like performative.
So Isabel the Sheep Sue, Backle Happen Boober Mob Pixie, Flower Grandma Sim Kimball Grove. Well, Tran is a Chambo, Blackie, Rada Adventure Gear, Bonnie Namusi, Gonzo Rada Gang Sea Trek Wedo.
Bro, want that to make sure.
Backle Happen Boober Mob Pixie, Bonaclaw, What Noble Train Boober Drink, Fufu, Wingle, Fufu Alabama, Gonzo Rada Gang Sea Trek Wedo, Lena Kulana Steamtown, Yard, Dozen Babble Transit.
What's this?
That's kind of funny.
Don go lava slime baiting creps do wedo. What not a funny dirgo brink. So kosh. That'll happen boober not pixie. Dally my stuff. Actually it's my stuff.
Yeah, no, those last 3 episodes were trash, bro.
Nah, gimme on a jibby.
I'm not even trying to like be like that either. I'm being so serious. I'm just being honest.
Dally, I love you. Lumpy Fluter D. Dally, I really love your vibe. Lumpy Fluter D.
Hold up,
I
y'all.
love you. Lumpy Fluter D. Slime Grandma Sim Kimball Road. Oh, Trappy Rindo God.
What the fuck?
Dally Bad Dragon Toy. Lumpy Fluter D. Now Babin Dingle Ringle. Yeah. Jam and grab a back neck. Rabbit trees. Lonnie Namusi. Dingle jab at ya. Ramo. Oh God. That'll happen boober not pixie. Dally Bad Dragon Toy. Lumpy Fluter D. So bay. That'll happen boober not pixie. Sifu. Boomble. Tiki Lala Blambo. Woman. What narble plummy dirgo brink. Don go lava playing Monster Hunter Prep do wedo. Flower Grandma Sim Kimball Road. Don go lava Prep do wedo.
Complexity, controversy does not create.
This video will be
I'm gonna
mainly
say one
focusing
more
on
thing. Look, dude. I fucking hate Euphoria now. I will never be able to look at that show like good again. Same for the boys. I'm sorry. I won't. I won't. I won't be able to look at it the same. I feel like I'm the bad guy. I feel like I'm just hating on something for no reason or something. I know, I fucking hate it. I can't see it, you know? And if what it is like Sam Levinson tried to be like, look guys, this stuff is bad. Guys, look, this stuff is like not good. Ew, dude, it's just so fucking gross. I hated everything about that. I'm sorry, dude. Euphoria was just so gross this year. It was like, ew. Then I'm really thinking about it. It was so gross. Like everyone just kept. I'm actually enjoying Rick and Morty more than I'm enjoying like any other show at the moment. Rick and Morty and Invincible. That's all I'm doing from now on. I just know, man. I can't believe that was like that. Like, I feel so silly for even like being affected by like how gross that show was. Like they had like. I don't know. I don't know.
An exploratory therapy camp.
Out in Phoenix, sucking.
Oh, I didn't know what he was saying there. What is that? Because of the pin?
To my binky on aboard that fetus. You ain't.
What is this, bro? What is wrong with the fucking internet right now, dude? Who, as a trans person who did detransition a few years back, now is retransitioning. It's depressing to see how I actually had some of these behaviors without even realizing it.
Ready to be on my.
Let me see. I mean, not the AI rap or the racist stuff, but I did go back on a lot of the points that I feel strongly about before I detransitioned, because I was deeply jealous that people could experience joy about things like changing your name and people respecting your pronouns, and generally people just being happy about things. I had so much gender dysphoria it caused me insomnia. Damn. I feel bad as trans getting put genocide that affects directly on the back burner. Okay. The unpacking of self-hate. I appreciate the keen eye it takes for a cis person to be able to see through this. What is going on in this video? Introduction. How to talk about this in a mature way. Okay. An exploratory therapy camp.
Transgender woman.
I wonder what that means. Oh man. Alright. Alright, let's go for it. I guess I'm gonna be talking about trans topics today or whatever. Alright, let's go. Damn.
Hello there. Hello there. A lot of people have been asking me to address the elephant in the room. Obviously, my display name is no longer Bela Delgado. It now says Topper, which is inspired by the name Christopher. I was born a male named Christopher Delgado. And for the past several years of my life, starting at roughly the age of 18, I have publicly identified as a transgender woman. And that has changed. After years of going on and off of medication and hormones and whatnot and trying to see why I felt like my head was in such a dark place, I decided that I was going to take some advice from my church. I am a devout Christian. I have been since I was a child, and my transgender identity was always kind of awkwardly balanced with that, obviously, but they showed me an exploratory therapy camp that I've been to a few different times. I went and then I left and then I went again and then I went back and then eventually I ended up finishing, and I've discovered that the answer to my problems is not a gender transition.
Sometimes it's like that, but for you specifically, you're meant to be a girl, dude.
I'm very much a man.
No, you're a girl.
I'm now realizing I always have been one. Now, let me be clear. This is not some kind of sudden religious psychosis or anything like that. It is just the logical endpoint of an internal war that I have been battling for the past many years that the internet has kind of blinded me from.
This is obviously fucking depressing. And
yeah.
We're going to talk about what exploratory therapy is, but I think you probably have a sense of what it is. But I want to interject with a video of Christopher talking about previously his gender identity and why he was identifying as a trans woman and his perspective on it at the time. I'm also, as you can see, respecting his current choice of pronouns.
I am a trans woman. This is not the first time I've addressed this on TikTok. I'm sure it's a thing. Now, I'm fully aware of what I look like and the fact that I am perceived as a male. That's why I don't even really try to present femme, because I just am not reaching for things that ain't there yet. I have not had much in the way of surgery, mainly because I can't really afford it as of now. I still have to get my fucking teeth fixed, like bitch priorities. And listen, if you care enough about me to refer to me as a she and validate the way I feel inside, that's wonderful, and I beyond fucking appreciate it. I really do. However, I will say, if you see somebody comment on a completely unrelated video and haphazardly say he because that's what I look like, please do not correct them. You do not have to start an argument in the comments. It makes me far more uncomfortable to watch people in the comment section argue over my gender dysphoria than it does to just like see a comment referring to me as a he. Like, it's much easier.
So what I wanted to show this clip before we get back to the new one, it is clearly
Yeah.
related to aesthetics. It is clearly related to how Christopher was presenting, and it was clearly related to the fact that he could not afford the care that he was looking for. He stated explicitly that he wanted to get procedures done, that he wanted to present differently, but he didn't feel like he had the resources, and he didn't feel like he was comfortable enough to go in that direction.
Yeah.
So he landed in a place where he was like, I'm chill with people calling me whatever pronouns. I present the way that I present, but it would, be cool if you guys.
The thing about this topic is it's confusing as shit, because it's like, it's trans, bro, and it's like you're almost kind of not accepting that you're trans. Let's just say I talked to this person and she said something along those lines. She said something very similarly to that, to where she was like kind of just telling me that like she doesn't really identify with being trans because nobody would even take it serious, she said. And that's understood. Like, I get why you would be like, I just want to keep it to myself because nobody's gonna get it. But like, come on, girlie. Like, you could just say that to like somebody personally. Like, you say it to me, but she hasn't said that yet, and therefore I have to respect her pronouns as for her being a woman, which is weird as fuck to like even openly kind of say, because it sounds like I'm not respecting her, in my opinion. Like, I want to be like, oh no, you're a guy, but then it's almost kind of like, what if she thinks like I'm just operating in delusions for her? Like, maybe she doesn't feel the kind of confidence that she wished that she felt to be able to identify as herself or himself. But who fucking knows, bro? Like, I was in like VR chat earlier, and like this person was wearing a Zooble avatar, and it had a big old round booty, and this dude said, say they them, because I referred to the character as like a she, and like the person wearing the avatar literally was like a girl, but then their bio said some weird shiz about them being like possibly a boy, and it's like, it's so confusing because it's like, what are you? And then like they'll say things like, I don't know what I am, but it's like, no, you do, but you're not going through with it. Like, you should be taking it seriously, because nobody else will. You should be taking it serious, but I get it. It's like, a lot of people don't want to because they're exhausted, they're tired. It's just like with people who are like black right now. Like, sometimes you have to just laugh at the racism because it's so damn ridiculous, it's stupid, and you just kind of gotta laugh, because it's like, what am I gonna do? Just keep getting genuinely upset? Like, no, bro. Like, I'm not gonna keep on getting genuinely upset. There are different pillows on every single porch, by the way. That is crazy. I just saw those over there. Maybe this is a French fry kind of morning. Or maybe that's like the sadness or like the depression talking. Like, maybe I'm frustrated because of like the BS that I'm like listening to right now. That's probably why I should stop listening to shit like this, because like, I definitely believe it puts me in very depressive moods. Like, I even talked to her, I even told her, I was like, I get what you mean. The only reason she even opened up to me like that was because I opened up to her about it. Like, I think the idea and topic of like transness is one of those things that like, it's so interesting because it's true, But the thing is, it's hard to talk about. Like, would I say like I'm a trans woman because I identified as a trans woman at one point? Not necessarily, but people will look at me and they'll be like, you're only saying you're not because XYZ reasons. But for you to say that, you're almost locking in the idea that I should have gotten my peen chopped or something. Because like in your brain, you don't really know to what degree of transness I was. So you're just kind of saying shit just to say shit.
This is me news for June 13th, 2020. In
So
locals could
yeah.
be seen jumping on trampolines day and night in an effort to train their leg muscles for the rigors of jumping into the sky and then bouncing around on fluffy clouds. We spoke with Plus Hika after a spirited ride.
Little
Whoa,
chocolate bar on the
the
top.
clouds were gnarly and fluffy. Brah. I'm stoked, she said. We asked residents for their reactions.
Oh man.
I just wanted to know where the bathroom is.
Isn't there anything more interesting going on?
Thanks for watching. I'm Sim, and this has been the
I'm not gonna lie. I might have got robbed today, y'all. Might have got robbed. Dude, what is that floating at the bottom of the... Oh, those are bubbles. I didn't know they went that far. Like, they actually go pretty far. Or is that only because I was, like, up in the sky? Like, it did that only so I would see that someone's blowing bubbles. Look at that bubble. Whatever. She stopped. She's such a cutie. So adorable. He said, "Aww, so cute." That dude said, "Aw, so cute," while he was yelling in lowercase. How do you yell in lowercase? Remember the first time I door dashed? Like, my dasher's name was Brittany. She ate some of my fries, and I didn't know it because I didn't know what it looked like yet. Like, I didn't know what it looked like yet. I didn't know what it was supposed to be like. That girl ate some of my fries. She was dressed like a cheerleader, too. That shit threw me off. That was some years ago. So if you find a video promo of like some girl doing that shit in a car, or I don't know what the hell she did to my food, that disturbs the hell out of me. I'm not even gonna say that, because that burger was so wet. Oh, I fucking hate that. I hate that. That burger was wet, y'all. That was so fucking disgusting. That was so disgusting. I don't even think like that, but I know for a fact she ate some of my fries. It was in a case. Like, you know how you get like a little container? They call it a plate still, but it's a container that you can close. The container was like already open, because back then people, they didn't like close everything off. They didn't tape the food like closed yet back in those times. Ew.
I am exhausted. Wish I knew why.
How are you exhausted and you're outside walking? Talking about you don't even know why. It also could have been because it was like a bourbon burger though. Wet. What did I say? Ugh. Just hate that thought, man. I just hate that thought. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. That's wild. My tum. Do 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 do. Dude, they're cheap. They're very cheap. I fuck with that. It's a vibe. That's a big vibe. But yeah, man. Not every single dasher is good at their job. I will tell you that. Not every dasher is good at their job, guys.
Guys referred to me as
Okay, okay.
So now I'm going to go back to the original video, in which you'll note that he now frames this as this internal struggle that he has finally won by realizing that he never had to transition in the first place, calling it the logical endpoint of that internal struggle. I want you guys to think about some of the things that he talks about in the last minute or so of this TikTok and what the hell he's actually talking about.
War that I have been battling for the past many years that the internet has kind of blinded me from. At some point it became my job, and that it was for a couple of years, and I felt like I got to a point where I was performing a very frozen in time version of me that hadn't really existed in several years, and at this point I just want to go back to being Christopher. And I'm not saying that this is the case for everybody or that everybody needs to be like me. This is just my personal story. I have finally come to peace with my masculine spirit.
We're getting some rhetoric here now that sets off even more alarm bells. Because you'll hear this type of rhetoric from Christian conservatives all the time. Oh, I don't have any problem with gay people. I don't have any problem with trans people. I'm not telling people how to live their life. And then if you pay attention long enough, you can see that they actually don't think that that shit is okay, but they're not trying to be confrontational about it. They're trying to...
Yeah. I was like that at one point too. Like I said, after I was like I detransitioned and I got away from all of that, I was so freaked out. But it was because my detransition was like actually like real. When I detransitioned, I was like, I feel like I wanted to like be a lady because I wanted people to care about me, but then I start realizing like people don't even treat women right. And that was like one of the things that kind of slapped me a little bit. I was like, oh, that's a fantasy. Okay. Girl, what? What are you talking about? What? Okay. Okay.
It will cost $1. Do we have the budget for that right now?
Sure. Sure.
Oh yeah?
It's been a while since I've seen her in game.
All done. Take a look whenever.
But yeah.
To live by the principles that they believe in, which include that a person can be born only...
Yeah.
...of gender. Bioessentialism. And more than that, a bioessentialism based in the Bible, a bioessentialism that is Christian.
I have been able to accept my manhood. And part of what I have discovered is that my masculine spirit should not be working on the internet. I should be making my money doing physical labor, which is why I have decided to take on the job that I have now. I don't make money from the internet anymore, and it's actually liberating because I am now able to express myself creatively in the ways that I actually am interested in doing, whether or not people understand that.
You are still posting a lot to the internet, and with
Damn. Somebody said, no one is murdered or essayed as much as trans people in the US, especially trans black women per capita. Oh. Jesus. I mean, well, like, you know why that is. That's like one of like the biggest issues, bro. Like one of like the biggest problems is like people just, they think it's like embarrassing or something. I don't know why. Like I don't know. That's it. You know what? Christianity bad, bro. I'm sorry. That's just all it is. Christianity bad. Like it's good for like some reasons, and then for the rest of it, I just can't defend it. Because that's all it is. Christianity makes people competitively straight. And if you're not competitively straight, you're considered failing. And then it makes people angry. Literally, it sounds so weird to admit that that's what it is. But that's what it is. And it's just weird. I don't know.
Fancy seeing you here.
Yeah.
Lengths of videos that will be monetized on TikTok.
I'm not competitively
quite sure
straight.
how much he's committed to this idea, but it's almost comedic, right? It really does give some credence, and we'll never know, or perhaps we'll know later. But it gives credence to this idea that maybe this is just a fucking joke. Maybe this is just a tasteless joke, and I do mean tasteless. Like if this is a joke, this person can't walk on the side of the internet anymore. This would take serious redemption, serious work, serious don't. If we get into the rest of the content, we got the rapping going on. We've got the body blue freestyle.
Oh my god. That dude is not lying.
Loving it in the chat, in the comments as well. So there's a lot of people that are taking this in good stride, so to speak. A lot of people who are
Lie, because it was my job to do social media at the time, so I would lie about shit a lot and just say things that I didn't actually believe because I wanted money, and I knew I would make a whole lot more money saying I didn't like Drake as opposed to saying I'm indifferent towards Kendrick Lamar.
So this is where either it's a bit.
I mean, that's like a you problem though. Me personally, I don't like either of them because they're like hating on each other. It's like, I don't care if like Kendrick is like a true like real black person and he wants to say Drake isn't because he's part like some other race. It just does not, like, it doesn't sound good. It's like we're dividing and conquering ourselves. That's what I didn't like about it. And I said it, I even said it back when like the like song They Not Like Us first started trending. I was like, I don't like how he said at the end of the song that like Drake was appropriating like blackness or something. Maybe he does like a bad job at portraying it, but to say he's appropriating blackness as a person that's half black is that's like no different than like somebody trying to tell me I'm appropriating it. Like that's a weird conversation to have. And it's like, is it the truth? I don't know, but it's like, is that really what we need? Do we really need that though? I don't know.
Whoa.
I found it to be weird.
It's been too long.
It just felt like a psyop or something. It felt like a psyop.
What did you have in mind? What did you have in mind?
It felt like a conspiracy, man.
Or there's something deep psychically going on here, because we have seen cases where some people detransition and are perfectly respectful about it. It's a slow process. It is a mediated process. It is one that they think about a lot and they talk about from a very honest place. What's being presented to us here is this very aggressive rebrand that almost seems like it's a fight, a violent fight against one person's former self. It's a person saying, I was completely full of shit about everything, which again is a contradiction with the idea that you were just exploring something. You know, if this exploratory camp has led...
That's another thing though. Sometimes you say that. Like for me, when I was like really seriously detransitioning, like I said that too. I was like, oh well, I was just kind of exploring whatever X, Y. We use language and sometimes we misuse it. And that was one of those case scenarios. Like me detransitioning was not something that like I wanted to do. I actually didn't. I didn't want to detransition because I knew it would make people not like me in a community of people that I actually still liked being a part of. But I knew it was something that I had to talk about, and the thing is, there was just no audience to talk to about it because nobody back then wanted to hear that. Like none of them wanted to hear about that. Like it was straight up BS to them. They weren't interested. And that mentally affected me really badly. I expressed it multiple times that it felt like I was being left to the wolves to like fend for myself. And it's like the wolves just basically, they just had their way and they just ate me essentially. And then there's that one picture, like, there's that one picture of like those like wolves eating that lamb. That picture literally feels like what happened back then. Because that's what it was. It was like, I was like, well, I don't want to be a lady anymore. And I just feel like, I don't know, I just kind of think it's mutilation. And somebody was like, whoa, babe. Did you just discredit transgender people? I'm like, no, I didn't say that. I wasn't discrediting anything. I don't know, babe. Sounded like you were just discrediting transgender people. And I was like, whoa, that's not what I did. Like, that was not fun. Having to fight that and deal with that was not fun. And because I had to fight it and deal with it, it kind of made me angry. And it did make me want to say things that were horrible, and it did make me want to act in horrible ways. It made me want to be like very discriminatory. It made me want to be very like bigoted and all of that, because I'm like, no, this is an issue that genuinely does not affect me. Like I don't have gender dysphoria. It's a general sense of like, maybe I want to be loved, maybe I want to be attractive, but I was never put into the position to feel lovable as a man. And a lot of dudes feel like that. And then these days, like, we have women like trying to purposefully kill men. Like there are literally women these days who will like make jokes about like hating men, and it's like, it's understandable, maybe you have some trauma or like some like negative hyperfixation with like a guy or like whatever, because something negative or bad could have happened to you, but it's like, you probably shouldn't all men that situation or scenario. That's the thing, men don't usually do that, and that's not normal if they do. But like, you see it a lot more with women, and it's mostly because like men tend to like do stupid things more often. But to start saying like, well, it's all men, it gives all of us as men a good enough excuse to be like, well, I'll do it too, I guess. You know what I mean? And the thing is, you could try to say, well, you're self-reporting. You're basically admitting that you want to do something bad because you're a man and it just was already in your mind. No, it really wasn't. It really wasn't. I had to like fight what you were saying it was. You were saying it was already in my mind. I have to fight that idea because I don't like that idea, but you keep saying that that's just what I am. And when you do that to a person, like, after a while, they start getting like uncomfortable by it. And then after that, they start trying to get used to it. They try to normalize the idea of like, why does every woman keep saying XYZ? And then you have to kind of like normalize the idea. That's why, like, I remember like, dude, when I was in VR chat, there was this one girl that went off on me, and she said that exact thing, and I have this all on like, I have this caught on like video and everything. She was just going off on me saying, you're a man, you're always gonna be a weirdo. And I'm like, whoa. And like my friend, who's like a girl, also was like, don't listen to that. She was like, don't even listen to that. That was just, that girl's going through something. Ignore what she's saying right now. It's not personal to you. And I'm like, it's hard for me to say, yeah, that's not personal. It's so hard to just be like, yeah, that's not personal. Especially when you are a man that's going through things in your life. After a while, you are going to go through something. You are going to have some low points. You are going to have moments where you're feeling really bad and you don't know how to feel. Everybody gets to that point. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, but when you're a man and you go through it, you are under so much more, like, I can't express it. You are under so much more, like, of a spotlight, I would say. So if someone can tell that you're like frustrated or you're angry or you're like pissed off or you're becoming irritable, it's almost kind of like everybody has this expectation, like he's gonna snap. Instead of being like, oh, he needs to talk to somebody seriously and I'm gonna talk to him, they don't care about doing that because they automatically expect he's gonna become a statistic. And it's difficult. Oh, that's so difficult to just hear. And to even just think about is so horrid. I don't even know how I got onto that topic, but it's just, yeah. I forgot what my point was.
Led you to believe that the person that you were before was a piece of shit who lied about everything and was completely dishonest? That doesn't sound...
I mean, okay, I kind of understand what I was saying now. Yeah, what I'm saying, my point is even if he said that, we're people and we say things and then we don't always really mean it. We say things sometimes and we try to find reality in things that don't mean anything. Like, I tried to find reality. I'm gonna be so real. I tried to find, like, reality in the idea of, like, being trans in the first place and what it meant. I tried to find reality in that. And the thing is, it just wasn't working out for me. It just didn't work out for me. It didn't work. And I was in my brain like, I don't know why I'm doing this anymore. And it got to that point where I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't really think I care about it anymore. And I think I want everything to go back to normal, but it never will. And then there are a bunch of things that I don't want to go back to normal, and they never will. And now I'm just like this. This is just me now. And that's okay. And you get to a point, you start to kind of look at life more for like what it is.
Nice to meet you.
Instead of you looking at life and being like, I'm a trans person. You don't do that anymore. You look at life and you're like, yeah, I'm here existing. And this person right here is nice. And I like talking to this person. And I would like for this person to like talking to me. And you just talk. And it's not that deep. Not that serious. You conversate with people that you want to conversate with. That's it. It's not that big of a thing. And I promise you, like, some people are trans. And then I think some people aren't. For me, I didn't like that there were people like, people to this day, if I open up and I tell them, like, yeah, there was a point where I thought I wanted to be like a woman, they'll look at me and they'll be like, you still want to be a woman? I mean, look at you. You're also pretty. So, like, that means you have to be a woman deep down. And I'll hear that and I'll be like, you're doing exactly what I used to do. And you're also doing exactly what I did after I detransitioned and start identifying as being a guy. You're giving me identity character attributes that fit a bigger picture of an identity that I didn't claim. It's so crazy. It's like say like a person, say like a woman transitions and wants to be like a man or wants to be male and then starts identifying as like a guy, and then the first thing that this person does is like commit like a really atrocious crime, and then it's like, well guys, it validates my gender though, right? That would be crazy, right? Like we would all look at that like, oh, that's not good, that's a bad thing that just happened there, and that person isn't well mentally. That's how I would assume people would see it. But like we're to a point now, and back then we really were to a point where like people were saying like really horrible things about guys, and like they were making it like the identity of being a man. Like when I make jokes about being part white, I'll make jokes and I'll be like, see, that's you know what I mean, that's where that's coming from, bro. Like I'm like, you know which side that's coming from. When I say like really crazy stuff, I'm like, nah man, you know which side that's coming from. And I'll make jokes like that, but I'm not joking about being part white alone. I'm joking about the fact of like who my ancestors were. It's not the same. Because it's like you have to think about it from the perspective of like, you had to have had some crazy ancestors for them to be doing what the hell they did back then, and then they thought it was like normal. Yeah, they're crazy. And so I police that like in a joking way. I'm like, yeah, no, see, this is that crazy stuff. Like being possessive in relationships, see, I'm like, you know where the hell that's coming from. And I'll make a joke about it like that, and I'll leave it alone. I'm gonna put like a big building right here. But that's like that's all. That's all that is. It's not a big deal. Not even serious. Not even meant to be taken serious. But people were like, I remember back then when I identified as a damn lady, I had these two like trans male people say something to me. These were two women identifying as men. They said some shit to me that threw me for a fucking loop. They asked me what kind of genitals did I have, because people with male genitals usually commit more atrocities and crimes, and they said that shit unironically, and I was sitting there like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, as far as I'm concerned, we're all transgender right now, so like, what the fuck kind of like hyper wokeness is going on? Because back then, that was the thing that really got me to be like, fuck this. You're telling me I'm gonna have to deal with misogyny coming from motherfuckers that are like me too? Hell no. I was like, hell no, because I could have said a handful of things back to them that would have been awful and just foul in every single way. But I didn't. I was like, this is really bad. And I tried talking about it. I went on my story and I was like, guys, I just don't think that we should be doing this just yet. I feel like there's still a lot of misogyny in men. And I don't know if I like the idea of letting everybody identify however they want to. Because I think some people aren't ready to do that, because there are some things you just cannot do as a man. You just cannot say. Like if I jumped online and if I said something like that to a woman, people would look at me like I was fucking crazy. Could you imagine that? I jumped online and like said a weird thing about women like that. I would only attract weirdos, and everybody else would look at me like I'm fucking crazy. Normal people, when you talk like that, when you bring up a person's genitals in a public setting, in real life, we are not talking about on games, in VR chat, in Ponytown, or any of this stuff. When you bring up a person's genitals and then tell the person a statistic associated with their genitals, that is weird. There's no universe, there's no any community where that's normal. You know,
Well,
you're gonna become a
this is
bad
really
statistic.
strange,
Look at your
but
genitals.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Who
You know
the
what?
fuck says
I'm going
things
to go
like
ahead
that?
and trust you.
Ew. Ew. And they said that to me.
I don't mind one.
And I sat there and I felt so hurt and discriminated against. I was in shock. I was like, what the hell? And that made me detransition. That was like one of the first signs. I was like, I am not tolerating this bullshit. Like, so you're telling me I'm gonna be getting called like a soy boy, I'm gonna be getting called a T slur, and then also at the same time, by the people that are in this community, I also gotta deal with them being men, but being transgender men, and I have to deal with this bullshit too? Fuck no. I was like, fuck no. I went on my story so fast and I started talking about that shit, and I got unfollowed en masse. I got unfollowed by so many people because I said what I said on that story that day. And I wasn't even being mean, I was still being nice. And the other half of my audience was just nothing but completely fucking just transphobic, homophobic, horrid people. And I had to get rid of them too. Because I was like, bro, this is not the topic that I wanted to dominate or take control over my account. And it did. And I had no control over it. It just happened. All of that shit because of the pronouns. All of that because of pronouns. You really gotta think about that. There are some webs that you can get stuck in when it comes to the internet. So nowadays, when I look at it, I don't look at it from a perspective of like, am I transgender? No, I look at it now from a perspective of like, I remember when I identified with that thing. I don't look at it as like, I'm transgender. No, I look at it like, I remember back then. And that was crazy. Yeah. That was crazy. So yeah, topics like this, they're really rough to listen to.
It's that time of year again.
Ivan,
Lucky the Bay residents might catch a glimpse of the annual.
you hold on. So topics like this, they're rough for me to listen to because I'm like, some of the stuff this guy's talking about, I know and I understand is like very well factual and very true, but this dude is actually like, this is like, you're actually trans. Like, you got the natural voice and everything. Like, there's a certain amount of like being or sounding like, I don't know, sounding like something effeminate. And this, what that guy was sounding like, that's just your natural, dude. You're never gonna, you're never, like, even his look, you're gonna destroy yourself if you try to detransition unironically. You're gonna destroy yourself. For me, that wasn't even a problem. For me, it was just a matter of like, let your body hair grow out and learn how to love what you see in the mirror. That was it. I never had like really bad issues or problems with like my like physical anatomy because I find my physical anatomy to be attractive. I don't find it to be like a thing that I'm just like, I can't. Why y'all so close?
I'm Jackie. Thank you so much for
What
the
in the-
introduction, Jackie. I am Dexter Popish.
I never found it to be like a thing or a problem, but I know a lot of people feel like a kind of way about their anatomy. And the one time where I felt like really weird about it was that time when basically two girls dressed as guys told me that I was evil for being a guy.
Nice to meet you.
This shit didn't make sense,
name's
and that was the thing that made me transphobic for a bit. I was like, yeah, I'm transphobic. I was like, yeah, I'm transphobic now. I don't care anymore.
Oh, blab.
And I was transphobic a long ass time until I stopped.
How about trading a plan? You
Cause that shit made me mad. And I'll be honest, that shit made me mad. But the thing is, you get that from women anyways. You get that from women too. it's all a matter of now is that like I get to filter out good women versus bad women so much easier, and it's not even funny. Like women that like men are so they're unique. The shit is kind of crazy if you really think about it, because yeah, most women like men. That's a majority thing, but like I'm talking like women who actually like men, not just like they say they like men, or like financially they like men, or like, no, I'm saying like when I'm interacting with a woman and they can just see and hear every flaw about me, and they're just like, I still like you. I'm like, wow, she really likes me. There's something about that doesn't make sense, and it's kind of shocking. And when I was identifying as trans, what the fuck? When I was identifying as trans, I wasn't finding that. I was finding the complete opposite. I was finding women that hated men, and I wasn't even trying to identify as a man. So, think about it.
I want to try using a phrase from your world.
That's why that shit will make you mad.
Could you tell me
I remember
an
I
old
talked to
slang
this
phrase
one,
that isn't
like,
used anymore?
I was talking to this one woman about that, and she was like, yeah, that's why I just don't hang out with people like that. I told her all of the shit that I just said just now. She's yeah, that's why I stay away from people like that, because like you think like that they got your back or something, but they don't. They really just, they're only looking out for themselves at the end of the day. It's like, yeah, they are. They're only looking out for themselves. But that's the thing. That's why I believe in like trans surgeries even more. I'm like, if you want to get that done, you want to like, you know, get the big chop, you want to go for it, you get the big chop. For real, get the big chop. Like, do your thing, bro, because it's like, more than anything, and you can say it's like mean or foul to say, but it's like, if anything, you doing that means that like, you know, you don't have to reproduce, essentially. Meaning like, you know, less of you in the world, which is your choice, and you're saying that you're okay with it, so that's fine. And that's how I see it. I don't see it as like I'm saying it in a means to be like mean or awful, but it's like if you really feel the need to have parts of your body removed and those parts make you infertile, that's perfectly fine with me, as long as like that's the thing, bro. Like people can say like, oh, you're crazy, man, you're crazy. No, this is just how I feel about it now. I don't care anymore. Yeah, nothing strikes my interest that much in life anymore, you know? It just doesn't.
Dog. Whoa, never heard that one. Let me try it. Dog. I kinda like it.
People hardly say dog anymore. Nah, dog. That is so funny. But no, like that's how I see it. If you want to do that, you want to do it, you can do it. That's like when women say like they like they're pro-choice. It's like, I mean, if you want to do that, then you do that. But then there are women these days who say they're pro-life too. So it's like, I mean, if that's how you feel about it, then like you do that. It's got nothing to do with me at this point. I'm not the opinion haver. That's just not me. I'm not an opinionated person anymore. Like I gave up on that a long time ago. I just don't care about opinions anymore, dude. I just want to care about me and mine. And that's it. And I know for a fact that like if she likes me, then she's good. She's all good. But that's the thing. The people that won't like you are the people you don't belong around. And so That's in general. It doesn't, like, that has nothing to do with a label. That's in life in general. Like, that's in general. I couldn't imagine somebody trying to tell me that, like, that's a bad or toxic way to think about, like, this topic. Like, wow, you want people who are trans to produce less. Like, don't even try me like that. Somebody try to pull up my stream later on in life. Do it. Do it. Do it. You're my concurrent right now. Do it. I'll just double down. Like I said, I'm not transphobic. I believe you should have your rights. I have no opinions on that are like I've even said, like, I remember I was talking to this one girl. I was talking to this one girl and this kid was behind me. And he kept saying really transphobic things, and I was like, dude, I don't want to talk about that fucking topic right now because I have some opinions and things, and y'all aren't gonna understand them. And it was like, yeah, because my opinions and things are not the same as everybody's opinions and things. They're completely different.
Opinions and things.
Here it goes.
You got some opinion. I know we won't agree. Do you understand? I know we won't agree.
No, I'm not saying it like that.
How are you gonna be a furry and you don't agree with that? You got some opinion. I know we won't agree. Do you understand? I know we won't agree.
No, I'm not saying it like that. Oh my god, bro. I never explained to her what I meant by that either. I never got to. It's too much to talk about for somebody to sit down and listen to in like a matter of like a small amount of time like that. It's too much to do. Something that you really gotta listen to somebody's like POV. But like I said, no, some people really are like that. Some people are actually trans. And this is not me, like, this isn't my narrative or anything that I'm just like, oh, I'm just trying to build a narrative. No, some people are actually trans. And it's kind of bizarre because it's like, it shocks you a little bit because it's like, for me, my brain was like kind of cool with it for like a little bit. It was like, wait a minute, like, where are we going with this? I'm kind of having fun. Wait a sec. And then when it got like too intense, my mind was like, fuck no. Exit the premises. It was like, no, we are not doing this. It just kept doing it. It was like, hell no, we are not doing this. This was like, is too much. No. And I'm like, I was like, whoa, I'm feeling weird, man. I start feeling weird about it. My belief system start crumbling slowly. I was like, I don't know if I believe in this. All of it. My beliefs started to crumble, dude. It's like, when that starts to happen, that's when you know. It's like, yeah, no, it wasn't for me. Some people, I promise you, they just have like they have like low self-esteem and they don't realize they have low self-esteem. But I definitely had low self-esteem at that time. Like 100% I had low self-esteem. And I didn't even realize it. And I didn't even realize it. And it was in more ways than just one way. It was, I had a lot of bad problems with my self-esteem. No joke. Not even trying to be funny right now. It's just sad, bro. That's why I'm like the kind of person that I'm like, I don't really think you should try to push the narrative. Like, you shouldn't try to push the narrative of like trans people being good onto like the youth. But definitely if you see someone like comes out or they start like hanging around the girls and stuff, like definitely keep an eye on that, like as an idea, because it's like, that's kind of weird. You just chose to hang out with a bunch of ladies. Because it's like, you're a boy. The boys are over there. They're throwing the ball around. and they're saying they like to throw the ball around because they're
want
boys,
to be friends.
and it's a sport, and it makes them feel tough and strong. You're over here planting like flowers and stuff with the girls, so it's like I definitely have to keep in mind, like, okay, you're a different archetype of like young man. So like that's like one of those things that I have to keep in mind, because I'm like, I know how I am, but I know that I wasn't one of the ones that was talking about, like, I wasn't into basketball or any of those things, and I'm like seeing other people are doing that. I was having fun with tea parties instead. I was so innocent, like, growing up. Like, my little mind was not in the idea of, like, I want to be tough and big and strong so that the girls will like me. I didn't care about that kind of thing for a very long time, honestly. I didn't care about that for a long time. I went straight to gaming. Sure.
What should we talk about?
How?
Got it. I'll go talk to him about Pal.
You try. And would you like it if I told you
Morning,
right?
Luis. Do you feel like
You know, I was
talking
actually gonna go in between.
Pal?
Look, how was he missing all that?
Sure.
Oh. Maybe.
So, fun fact. Pal and I are both your stupid enthusiasts.
Wait, really? I had no idea you were into that. Next time you feel
That
like
is
pure
so
stupidity,
crazy.
count me in too.
Sure.
But no, man.
You're more than welcome to
Yeah,
join
I thought
us.
I was a lady at
I
one
guess
point.
this makes us buds now.
And it ruined
Welcome
my
to our
mind.
new friendship.
Haha. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Wasn't even that I just thought I was a lady. I was like, I thought I wanted to be a lady. That's like the saddest part. I think that's the part that's worse. I think the part that's like worse about that is like being in your own mind about it and like kind of wanting to be a lady. It's like I was so in my mind about that. Like I like really believed it like 100%. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be ladylike as a man, but it's like at the same time, like I was, every single time I did that, I would get upset at myself because
I'm glad Jim
I was
has the same
just,
quirky
I just
interests as me.
didn't want to be a lady. I was just like, women are awesome and all, but like,
Party on a Burberry.
I just don't like that kind of submission. That shit doesn't feel good. I'm being so serious when I say this too. I don't like that kind of like, my mindset is like, no, it would never work for me because like that means I would have to be a certain kind of way. Because if I was a lady, I want to be perfect at being a lady, and I'm not going to be able to be perfect at it because I don't want to be all small and frail. I don't want to be like skinny and vulnerable. And in the thought of that, the thought of me skinny and vulnerable as like a lady, but I'm male, it just made me angry, bro. I was like, I'm not fucking with that. And then I start thinking about it more, and I was like, is this how women feel? I'm not even trying to be funny either. I literally start thinking about it. I'm like, is this how women feel? I start really thinking, like, a lot of us as men nowadays are like starting to fall victim to like a lot of mindsets that like women have in the past. And I think this is the great shift. I'm gonna call it that. This is the great shift. I feel like we're to a point that there is no... Sorry. I think we're to a point now that there is no like such thing as like you're not allowed to do something or you can't do something because of XYZ reasons. And we're starting to... Do y'all like each other? What? Share your feelings now. Become friends first. Do you want to go for it? Girl, if you don't become friends first, as a boy.
No way. I'm going.
What? That dude said no, I'm going for broke.
I can't fight these feelings anymore. Will you go out with me?
Oh my god. Okay.
Hold it right there.
Uh-oh.
The one who truly loves Pivot is me.
I'm the one who's always loved Pivot, even more than life itself.
Pivot,
Whoa.
which of us do you choose?
More than life is crazy. Pivot, actually choose, Pivot. Pivot, actually choose. See, that's why I told you to become friends first. Now y'all are both depressed, and I have to deal with it. That's so stupid.
Well, no surprise there. I guess I was too reckless.
Yeah, you think you were too reckless. Talking about, no, I'm going for broke. The hell? My guy said, I'm going for broke. Why? He said, I'm going for broke. Yeah, but that's why I identify as like a feminist now. Pretty much. Here, I have this. People think it's a joke. It's kind of like me just being like, you know what? If I can build myself up to be essentially, if I can use my anatomy for good, then I'm gonna use my anatomy for good. The thing is, man will always be a label that I have to carry regardless. I don't understand that. They hate things that aren't bad. Or at least I wouldn't think are bad. I don't know. I'm confused about that, but let's deal with it.
Not like much of an exploration. That sounds like you've been indoctrinated. That sounds like you've been convinced of something. Conversion therapy has been fought against for some time, and yet it comes back. From the Trevor Project, our latest report, practicing mental health counseling. But, you know, we got a social level to eradicate transness that goes beyond just direct one-to-one violence. It goes beyond a 2025 was the 6th decided, so to speak. Rodriguez, 35 years old, shot in her business. And this is in Canada. Trans woman beaten to death in Toronto, and police are having trouble identifying them.
You know what's so crazy about it too? Because I'm not fake woke or anything. I'm not fake about any of my like feelings or emotions or anything. I think it's so foul how like nobody ever talks about these deaths. Like, not even deaths, these are murders, bro. Nobody ever talks about when like a person that is trans gets murdered. Like, they don't speak about it. But like, it's so weird because like when that guy last year got, you know, everybody freaked out over it. But like over the course of like the past 2 years, I've been hearing about nothing but just nonstop like trans woman got XYZ'd off of the planet essentially over and over again. And like I said, that's one of the reasons I'm like, yeah, man, if I have to deal with that from men and I have to deal with it from in community too, it's like, I'm not doing this. I was like, absolutely not. It's not worth it. Like, truly, I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Because you're not safe on either side. So you gotta protect yourself in this life. Sometimes you just want to protect somebody else.
Oh, a Hawaii tour. Are you really giving this to me? Thank you. A
But
change
yeah.
of scenery could help me take my mind off things. Well, here I go. Bye.
Hawaii tour. That's why you shouldn't have did what you did. I shouldn't have even helped you with this.
Say cheese.
There are no koalas here. Look at you looking around, looking for the koalas.
Looky, I'm in Waikiki.
Say cheese. Say cheese.
Going on that trip did wonders for my mood. I feel so much better now. Here, I brought you a souvenir.
Do I have one of those? Why does part of me feel like I have one of those or something? Like unironic, like real life. Ew! No, that says Florida. Pick my keys up to see what all I have on it. It's kind of funny. It looked just like that though. I'll never be a girl. I need to stop joking like that. That dude Jax in the Amazing Digital Circus, he said, I'm not even gonna say what he said.
Oh, the travel the Shamo Ribbon, Yim.
That's cute.
Want to pour the Condor?
Boy, if you don't get away from them, stop watching them be in love like me. You don't get to do that. You go talk to other people. Damn, I just snagged him all the way across the island. There you go.
Jackie.
Jim. Heyo.
Babo.
There you go. Go find love.
The tank is as a Malgren, and that's the Twin Doodle X Apple Pack. Grand C, then C Tancha. My Raponda says it tomorrow. Yes, Rongo, Rabbit.
Sure, living grats Stimulento. Chimpasardo Bo Choppa. So,
The way Jeffrey is like doing that little
told Janet Cochran's in a shambles.
head bob like back and forth animation was so crazy. That's cute. I need more though. Oh, okay. Alright, let me get away from them before one of those little scenes get initiated. Alright. I really hope that that person didn't rob me. It's gonna have to get updated later on. But yeah. I mean, it's like people who get like, you know, people who get like vasectomies, bro. Like, it's, if you want it, go for it, man. I think getting a vasectomy is becoming so much more like normalized these days. I don't know what happened. But yeah. Might I'm not gonna talk about that, actually.
Huh. Hiya. Yum.
Food. He said. Yeah, that's all the intense topics from me, man. Like, that's all I wanted to talk about. Oh, you're starting to like Kosh? You would make a good pair. Stop it.
I think so.
Maybe.
Nevertheless, it's time I let go of my love for Kosh. I must move on with no regrets.
Damn. So crazy how they make their own decisions. He said no. He said I don't regret it at all.
Who do you think is more popular? Me or Pike?
Dude, that's not even a question. Pike is far more popular than you, dude. That's not a question, bro. Try May. Talk to her.
May. Hiya.
Hiya, Kev. Hefta, Sambi, Saladella Clabba, Samplum,
Dinniket Rollins. Banchastilla. Dorantisol.
Champwoody, DD Conogram, Obril, U, Tindalonga, A, Sunlock, Silensa.
So God, that will have to move in market.
You know, seriously though,
Man, what
damned if you do and damned if you don't.
tuna sandwich? What novel plummy turtle bring?
I'm gonna don't do it. I used to have this ex, bro. She used to say she's don't gonna do something. Every time she said she wasn't gonna do something, she said she's gonna don't do it.
Sally dog, wanted food or deed.
She didn't know. She didn't know she was saying it weird. I didn't correct her, said I didn't care all that much anyways. I was just like, okay.
I wonder what Faye is up to.
Back up. Talking about you wondering what I'm up to. Yeah, I'm watching this couple bloom.
This is
Here, go talk to Speedy.
Toy Robot.
Alright, let me get off of this. I'm skipping it all. Let me get off of this. I want to see what they're talking about. I said bloom, not blossom. What? Same word, maybe? What? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Sally, I love you. Wanted food or deed. Well, Tran is a chambo. Blackie. Rabble love. Lonnie Namusi. Don go lava daily prep duetto. Don go lava politics prep duetto.
Let me try something. It's morning, dude. My characters need to wake up. But I don't want to wake all of them up manually. So I'm just going to see if they do it themselves. That's the goal. Jeffrey on the cover. No, it didn't work. Oh, that's painful. We're doing it manually, y'all. Actually, I could just take her downstairs. There you go. Just grab an energy drink out of there. Grab some, grab a can of goo. That's not an energy drink, girl.
This looks so delicious. It'd be a shame to waste it. I'll just stare at it for a little while, anyways.
Sure. Sure thing.
What? This is so good it's going to be a problem.
Like look like he dresses like
Getting these hands thicken, man.
somebody needs to pull a drink out. Just pull out a drink. Just a drink. What?
Looking tasty.
Why does everybody have like this expensive ice cream in their oh, like that thing cost 15. That was, I said 15. That was $500 for that. Probably 8. That's probably $800 or something like that, and I didn't sell it. I gave it to him, and now he has it forever. And I have to think about the fact that I could have had $800 extra dollars, but he loves it, so it's fine.
Okay. Don't open that. Huh.
Whoa, what is he?
I can probably fit a little more in my belly.
Alright. But yeah, no, I don't even know what I would do about that. It's so crazy. The character Jax is such a great little character study of like what happens to a person mentally. Even though it's not even that good of a like portrayal. But like a lot of things that Jax did in like the Amazing Digital Circus are things that I've even noticed in myself. Like I was just like, ew, like I hate he's acting like this. And I get it, it's just a cartoon or whatever, but it's like, no, that character did some things that I did, and I was like, that's weird that like I did that too. It's kind of embarrassing, to be quite honest.
Eek.
Good for him, man. He's over here cooking berries, but you don't have to cook berries.
I should probably have a fancy cupcake too.
Okay. Now stay in the house. You're good. I'm gonna get a bunch of them.
They.
Wait. Whose house was that?
Whoa.
It's so silly. Nah. That was a yeah.
You're so funny.
That's awesome, though. I love how much like those characters are actually like the real characters.
Is accepted my invitation. Heh.
Okay.
I feel a bit more like myself. Heh.
I feel a little bit more like myself. It's so cool. She has like recessive genes from him. Like he's actually like the granddad. But like as characters, they actually really get along. Like even in what's it called? Damn, how do I say it? In canon, in my own like art universe, those two characters like do get along like a lot, which is pretty funny. I love Kosh so much. What are you gonna make? Okay. Just some orange scramble. That's fair. It's a bit of green bits in there too. Just cooking up some scramble for herself. But yeah. Some things I still use to this day to affirm my gender. And some things I don't. When I say my gender, I actually mean like just me being myself. I don't even believe in gender anymore. I just don't. Like I said, I don't believe it anymore. But if you are willing to like, you know, get a vasectomy, you know, remove some parts, anything along those lines, like I'm not gonna tell you to not do it. America has always been built on like the idea of letting people do whatever they want, as long as it doesn't hurt others. And like, we really need to take it back to that, because something's wrong with us these days, y'all. I don't know what happened, but like, it's not good, I can tell you that. Yeah. That might be it for this stream. Honestly, I want to finish the video, but like at the same time, I don't want to finish this damn video. Oh, I already closed out the tab for it. Never mind, I'm not finishing that video. It's too depressing. I'm like talking about stuff like that. It like makes me feel bad. Like, and like I'm not even trying to like make. I'm not even trying to be silly. I don't even know what she made. I wasn't looking.
You are Kosh, yes. I thank you for your time. My name is Jim. I can't explain it, but I'm so sleepy. And it's still the morning.
Okay. Sorry, Kosh. I'm zoning out too because Kosh is like one of my favorites and I want to make sure my girl is being taken care of. A cappuccino. A cappuccino. Dude, I'm about to lay down and go to sleep. Alright, I'm gonna pet her on the head. Let her go back to Bubbles. She's so sweet. Yeah, I'm about to lay down though. Alright, go back to Bubbles. There you go, girly. That's it for the stream. I hope that you guys know that I do support the LGBTQ people. I never even went into it. Like, dude, I identify as bi. I think I got like bisexuality and things like mixed into it. Whoa, what does that mean, girly? Nah. We're not ending this until I get an explanation of what that meant. Why are you giving up on her? He gave up on her, y'all. Think about it.
Yeah. Hey, come on. Join us all. Crunchy on a burger. Yeah, rabbit snack.
I literally made him for her. He just doesn't feel loved. She doesn't have she doesn't have the best way of showing that she cares, I guess. I don't know. Maybe by tomorrow or the next day, they'll understand each other a little bit better. For her, it says ultra friends, like, so I don't know, maybe it's just Maybe it's something to do with that. Look at Dexter. Dexter is so cool. Speak of the devil, dude. Speak of the devil. He literally is so sassy. I said, look at him, and he literally just shrugged like he just knew. Why is this in the middle of the... I like how they go to grass. Why is she so fast? They go to like grassy parts and they literally will just sit down. They even the beach, they'll just go to like little like beach bits and they'll just sit somewhere. Or even just go through paths and just walk. It is so interesting. Someone like made a comment and said it's like watching sea monkeys like in a little like... What is that? Wait. Oh, that's one of the slime girlies. It really is like watching little sea monkeys. Just existing and doing what they do. I want to see what their kid will look like. It'll just be a mix, an amalgamation of their colors. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like I've been talking to myself.
But yeah. Trust me, I still identify very heavily with it. It just... These days, dude, identifying with being trans is so... Like, it's so... Not even niche. It's so outdated. Which, it's kind of messed up that it is. But it's outdated. If you identify with like being trans these days, you're almost kind of saying... You're almost putting a hit out over your head. It's like you're kind of asking for like problems. Because people who still think about or care about that stuff these days, something wrong with them. Like most of them are like going through something on their own brains.
Red light.
Because why does that affect you?
Green light. Red light.
Like, why are you still talking about this in like 2026?
Green light. Red light.
She's gonna try to pump fake it.
Green light. Red light.
Don't do it, girl.
Green light. Well done. Bay.
She almost pump faked me.
Meow.
I hate when they do that.
Congratulations. You won. Time for your...
I'm gonna go for the middle. Usually there's gold bars in the middle. Aww. Whoa, a family outing happening? Yes. What does it say friends when he's her... He's her dad. I don't know why it says friends. It did that with Speedy too. It just said friends. But like no, that's actually her like whole father. What is happening? Her half brother.
It's love. It's love. Hop, hop, hop.
He just quoted a book.
Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot.
I love watching them all run. It's just so interesting to me. It's like, where the hell are y'all going?
Sashimi, sashimi,
Sashimi, sashimi, sashimi. Like what? He said sashimi, sashimi. Covered book. Covered book. This game is so brain rot. I think that's what's good about it though. It's like completely brain rotten. Sushimi? Sushimi?
Fly swatter. Fly swatter.
Fly swatter. Fly swatter. Fly swatter. Fly swatter.
Slime.
It is so interesting.
Phew.
Phew. I didn't even know that was there. I have to start adding like little spots so that I can know.
Right foot.
Boom, 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 boom. I love brain rot content. Well, alright you guys. I want to end stream, but at the same time, I did have a fun time talking about a lot of the things that I was talking about. I'm telling you, there were a handful of reasons why I start feeling the way I start feeling, because you can be whoever the hell you want to be without the labels. Think about it like that. If anybody who identifies with the labels and you like go and you do like surgeries related to like those labels and stuff, hey, you're good. Do your surgeries or like identify as those labels. Do whatever you need to do. That's America. You can do that in America. If you want to go out and you want to yell you're a patriot and do XYZ, you can do that. That's this country. So, you know, do your thing. But yeah. It's just how it is. Damn, you didn't get invited? How did she know about it and you didn't?
Okay. Yo, Penny.
Hi.
I'm a chinny.
Now, will y'all go in there together or are y'all gonna walk away?
Yeah, grab and snap elbow. Huh.
Oh, what the? It connected them. It connected them. That is so weird and interesting.
Get it kept rolling. Ooh, Tindalonga.
Yeah, but Clam and Jim over Crab and Violet that logo clap. So, don't go lava color prep, Suedo.
Well, Tram is a chambo. Blackie. Flying Brambus and Kimball Road. Don't go lava playing guitar prep, Suedo.
So, oh trappy window boss. You're a shibble too, Jim. So, selling my stuff. Actually, it's my stuff. Want this glitter tea? So, don't go lava fighting prep, Suedo. So,
I'm sorry, girly. I know you were just having fun.
Lab adventure here. Flying Namusi. Lava love. Flying Namusi. Oh, Kipper.
Sweet.
Taking turns giving.
The what did what? Guys, don't do that, guys.
What?
No, guys.
Well, that's definitely fine. Gina? This. Hey. I am called Jeffrey. It is a. I am.
Guys. Guys.
Thanks for the fine.
Jeffrey, sit down.
Fizz.
Stop, Fizz. Sit down. Stop, guys. Okay. Never mind, I destroyed it. It could have been great, you know. I want them to hang out for a bit. Damn, he's happy. No, this is her. She's happy. Whoa.
What? Nothing.
She said, what? I hope they don't call me anymore today. Do, 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 do. Alright, good for you, man. Stare at your girlfriend while you stand up. I don't care. Doesn't destroy my day. Is that why he was looking over there?
A pleasant morning to you, Kosh.
I can actually understand what she's saying sometimes. This dude Kev went back to sleep. I hate that both of them fall in love fast, and I'm kind of like that. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I want them talking. Both of them like literally fall in love like every time, and it's annoying.
Oh, have we?
I had a me break up with one of my other me's, and then it tried to get back with him. Like after it already broke up and like started dating again, I was like, ew, that's so realistic. That's gross. That was so grossly realistic. It was just weird. Didn't like it. I didn't like it very much. Jafreya's like kind of a girl. Like, I'm not even trying to be like funny or like say a weird thing. Jafreya, in like most ways, that character, you can tell that the character is not fully, but like at the same time, can you?
Like,
Can
there's
you?
a face I don't recognize. Hi, Val. I'm Jackie.
That girl said bone marrow. I got so many videos that I need to post because like there's so much stuff that I say that is like completely out of context that would be so damn funny if y'all knew what the hell it came from or what I was talking about. And it's like, it's gonna be to a point, it's like yeah. It's just so crazy. Why is Toby Fox trending? People seeing Toby Fox all Floridan bloomin' after he already announced the release of the chapter. Whoa. Damn, Jax made the list. That dude said, Mr. Fox, is it time to cry yet? He said that very moment. What's going on here?
Yeah, let's plan a gym over crab and Viola that logo crab. Like, don't go lava tagging crab Duetto. Anyway, like, so.
Oh, hey. My name is Blushy. Like,
Okay.
I say check.
Alright.
Probably just single stuff. Man, anyway. Yakaroni. Hey, come on. Well, Tram is a chambo. Blackie. Like, so this one is 90.
Let me see this.
hey there, chum.
Dorothy, yeah, Swimper, Swimper, Yakaroni, Silencer, right. Baby Comogram, Avril, Venturilla, Dorothy, oh, Blue, yeah, Grab and Snap Elbow.
Dude, are they off frame somewhere in the void? He said, are they off frame in the void?
But then again, Henchori Tobulunga, Imachini Clarmy to back for tomorrow, Tito, Vince Cancha, Wakapora the Condor.
That dude said, are the shoes off in the void somewhere?
Well, anyway, Shoesy Bladen.
He said song punch. I just figured he was just wearing really short pants, but now this is just kind of fucked up.
You leave a charcoal with a frenzy. This whole fight, Santa top prison a shambles, and that's the twin doodle X chapel cat, frenzy. So first, live a tuna with Jack Dumbo, barn slam.
This is so stupid, bro.
The tank is like a Malgrin.
Explain this to me, dog.
And again, Henchori Tobulunga. The Tolalia, full Shanna top prison a shambles.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, he trackles the shamble ribbon. Him. My love honey favorite tomorrow. Bronzo. I'm a buffle. Tornado.
That dude said he has no sense of right or...
So I said, Captain Low Parsley.
Bro, what?
So first,
Alright, that's cool. He said he has no sense of right from wrong.
Minnesota Black. Sure, live in grass.
Toby, run. This place is not safe.
So, you leave a charcoal with a granby. Tilly Dramp, Wooggle and Swoot. So I said, Captain Low Parsley, Snowprint, Shamble. The Toll Posh, Toll Shanna, Top Prison at Shamble. Well, anyway, Shoesy Bladen, Melinda Me. Tilly Dramp, Wooggle and Swoot. So I said, Captain Low Parsley, Snowprint, Shamble. So first,
I don't get this. I don't get it. Mind you, but from that very moment, Toby Fox knew that his game would create one of the most degenerate communities on the internet. Did he not? Who's... Okay. Jeez. Exactly. Why would he like, see... I'm gonna bookmark that. I'm gonna bookmark that. Because that's an interesting topic.
I like this spot.
That's cute.
The breeze feels nice.
That's home? Yeah, that's the nest.
Baki? Huh?
You know what, Pike? There, just take it all. There you go. See, it doesn't even matter. Just take it all. It's all yours. There you go.
You?
Yeah, sit down. There you go. Give him some company. Now.
As the thing.
Girlfriends.
And the other thing. Gen 5.
It came out so good.
Okay, it does look good. Lovely, 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 lovely. Is he following her? Yes. He is moving so quick. You know what? We'll give these two some privacy. Yeah, we'll give them some privacy. Yeah. I kind of want to see.
Silent but right. What's the body?
Banchophylla. Yes,
Oh. They're doing a thing. I almost kind of feel like she's heading over there. Since she's like trying to like go over in that direction, she's the only one that's doing it too. Well, I mean, you are kind of doing it too. That would just be weird though. Chaz and Beth going over there. So odd. Okay, they're planning their own thing then. If she hits this right, why are you laughing before you get over there? Yeah, and she's blushing too. She's hitting this right. She hit the right. She's going over there. I think he's going over there. Okay, that makes sense. Look at her. Game is so interesting to me sometimes. I love being right about my predictions. Why is Pike's dad going over? Look, I'm gonna be so real. Before you head into there, I'm gonna give him one too. No, I'm gonna give him this though. Hold on, let me give him some more outfits actually. Like, what am I doing? Okay. It's not about you. What's that one outfit that's called like Lederhosen? Is that what that is? Or is that just not that? It's something else.
It sure knows how to frolic.
What? This guy. I want to get a bunch of them at a table together. See what they talk about. They're discussing stocks. Pike does not need to be in this though. Pike, your dad is here. What?
In the chimney for me to that's in tomorrow. Ciso, Vinci Cancha.
So sorry. That character looks so funny now with that damn outfit on. What the hell?
But then again, Pantori
But yeah,
this whole fairy
I'm gonna end off the stream now.
Sure, live in Gratz the Molento. Superstars of
Before I keep going,
Brandon the Flappin.
then I have to get canceled.
Live up Tuna with Jack Stumbo.
Because people are gonna be like, Babe, why'd you talk about this stuff, babe? Because, dude. Sometimes you have to.
Live up Tuna with Jack Stumbo. Barn Slam.
It's not even a joke. Sometimes you have to be open and honest. Is Gooseworks quitting? Damn. GG's. Sometimes, I'm telling you, like, being in the public eye and being trans at the same time is just not something, like, that you can do. Doesn't work. If it did, I'm telling you, I'd have did that a long time ago. If I ever identify as trans and I take it seriously, I'm not gonna be on here. I'm not gonna be online. That'll be a personal life endeavor. Some things don't work. That will be a personal life endeavor. Some things don't work together. I'll tell you that right now. Some things don't work. That's one of them ones. That's one of them's things. Okay. Could you imagine that though? Everybody's literally hating on Gooseworks for that very reason. Like, it's so sad because it's literally what I was saying too. It's like Gooseworks quitting, like running the show. I can't even blame her. Can't blame her.
I need to stop
Can't blame her.
somewhere.
Nobody found a Brussels sprouts ahead, right?
But yeah, that's it. When you're getting hate from both sides of like the same coin, it hurts. And sometimes you'll find yourself feeling very edgy or controversial thoughts. Sometimes you'll say things that are controversial. Sometimes you'll say it because it's just genuinely how you feel and what you mean. But then there will also be days where you overstep and you speak and you say the wrong thing. It is what it is. Jax, as a character, was a very evil person. And we all know that. Even though some people claim that they like that character, I never liked him. I never liked him. From the beginning. Only time I liked Jax as a character was when he made Pomni happy. But then right after, he made her sad again. Horrible. Absolutely horrible in every way, shape, and form. Do I think Jax is actually a trans character? No. Jax is a failed trans character. Jax is a person that should have been trans, that didn't transition, and then chose to live the rest of their life being an evil and awful person. That's the allegory of who and what trans, I mean, I call them trans in general. Jax is. I called his name trans. Like, what the fuck? Jax is an allegory for what happens when a person doesn't transition when their mind and body is literally begging them to. And that was something that I could relate to a little too much. That's why I got the skin in Fortnite. Jax is a character that, like, at one point in my life, I remember being. And I had to let it go. And so I had to stop being transphobic, and I also had to try to understand my identity as a man more. And after a while, you get to a point, you start to learn that your identity as a man literally comes from protection. That's it.
Oh, TV.
Because as men, we can do whatever the hell we want to do, But it's like, choose what you want to do. What do you want to do as a man?
Oh, TV. I gotta say, I love you.
Being a man is a birthright. As sad and as awful as that may sound, it's a birthright. And once you say that you're anything else or anything other than, you lose your birthright to privileges that are unspoken majority of the time. But it's not always fair. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand. They think it's 100% fair to be a man, and it's not. That's why it's an unspoken rule to not speak about certain things. If you're willing to keep your mouth shut, not speak or not talk, you're in the clear. And that's just something that I personally can't do.
I love you. I love you.
I don't know.
TV, I love you.
That's all I wanted to talk about. All I'm to say now, I love you and I see y'all in the next one. If you have gender expression or identity that you aren't comfortable with talking about publicly, find a friend that you can talk to it about. Find a friend you can talk to about it, I mean. Because most majority of the time, you're going to struggle if you try to go to people who don't understand any of that stuff to try to explain it to them, because it's hard even for you to understand it. So don't try to explain that to someone who doesn't. It's like trying to explain and describe a dog to like a person that